Top of the evening, guys. This is the I Am Urban Malachi-RESEAN show, and we're going to back up from this camera because we are too darn close. And I am excited to see you, but not that excited to be so close to the camera and up in front of your face. This is the I Am Urban Malachi-RESEAN show. It's probably down on this side. Nope, it's on this side because we got the mirroring tonight. So, without further more, this is definitely brought by Eva Mayer Express Homes, endorsed and best by. Guys, I'm having an absolutely tremendous day today. Like, today is my best day I've had ever. Like, gosh. Aren't you guys having a phenomenal day out there? Hope you guys are having a phenomenal day out there. We are live on the Tweetas, the Fastest Books, the YouTube, the Rumble. Oh, we're not on Rumble. Why are we not on Rumble? Somebody fix that now. Let's fix that now. Let's fix it now. Fix it now. Fix it now. Let's fix that right now. Bear with us one moment. We gotta get on. We gotta get live on Rumble. We're on Rumble. Oh, and they dropped us on YouTube. Oh, we're not YouTube. No, we're still on YouTube. We're good on YouTube. It's just Twitter that we're not on. All right, and we're on Twitch too. So that's good. That's all good. That's good to see. Yeah, that's good to see. Yeah. Yeah, that's good to see. Yep. Okay. All right. Whatever is going on with the Rumble is super agent activity going on this evening. So, whatever. We are live, guys. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and the agents do not like us to be on the Twitter and Rumble, whatever. However, guys, I have an absolutely phenomenal video for you guys this evening. It is the Irrefutable Maxims of real estate investing. This evening, we're going to be talking about, as you may have seen in the previous 33 other videos, that we are cold calling for the next 90 days. Over the next 90 days, we are going to be calling property owners, and we're going to be solving their challenges. What am I talking about? We're talking about boxes with tops on them, with individuals inside of them who are facing some kind of challenge. Short, sweet, straight to the point, guys. Here's the keynote number one. Knowing what we're solving. That's the maximum number one. What is the underlying root problem in which we're looking to solve? Well, some of the challenges in what we're going to be facing here are going to be either probate, where someone had maybe a deceased in the property, or someone had to deceased in that property, or deceased. It may not have been the property. It could have been out in the street somewhere or anywhere. I'm just saying. Probate property. Meaning someone deceased, there was no will that was left, and therefore it had taken on the magisterial to assure that the challenge was met. Or pardon me, the challenge was got a super important text. So the challenge that was met, that required for the probate to be initiated, is that there was an executor to the estate that is now appointed to mitigate the risks, or delegate and mitigate the risks of the assets of the deceased to the heirs of the property at minimum risk as possible. So, or with the top of the risk are being mitigated. There we go. Gosh, words. Another challenge, problematic property that we may be dealing with are distressed properties, meaning the property needs to be brought up to 2024 speed. We may be working with a caving in roof, a hole in the wall, several walls, like someone punched through the glass windows and they had to border it up. Junkies kept jumping in, or squatters, my apologies, lack of better words for the addicts. Oh my gosh, I'm doing my best here because YouTube sent me something like really ridiculous for episode 18. I don't know if it's still up on other sites, but episode 18 was pretty interesting, and I didn't get to do a replay. But whatever, YouTube, I don't care, like whatever. Guys, we're gonna be moving off of YouTube. I'm not with the Democratic the democracy thing. The whole yeah. We're gonna abide by what their compliance is, just so we can get out the knowledge base and the message. That's the only reason why we're still here, guys. The moment YouTube is gone, you guys go follow us on the several other platforms that permit us to state what exactly we would prefer to state. Next, challenge that we face, that we look to solve for property owners and taking the burdens off their shoulders are none other than tax delinquencies. There's a property owner who went delinquent on their taxes. Thank you guys for coming in. You guys are amazing at reminding me to do my housekeeping. Thank you guys. If you guys are coming in, please like, comment, subscribe. If you guys have any questions about anything that is occurring during the live stream, you guys are more than welcome dropping them down in the comment section. I will be able to respond to them immediately. If you guys are catching the replay, muchly appreciated for viewing us, and it's okay that you guys weren't able to catch us on the live stream. But if you guys still have any questions, please leave them below. We can get to them as we are able to. For you guys that are now checking us during the live show, that way you guys can get your questions answered on the spot. I may say something new that may not be able to be answered off screen, and I may be able to direct them, and it places me on the spot to actually answer the question right here on the live stream. So it's a completely aesthetically beautiful thing indeed to be live. But to venture forward, as you guys are coming in, I do want to let it be known that we are going to be moving into a better realm. So we're just finalizing a few key points so that we can really ramp this up. We took a bit of a bottleneck with the whole software that we were using. So now we got some troubleshoots that we got to do on our ends. And then, of course, some networking data circumstances that we're uplifting off of our shoulders. So once all of those are going to be enacted, just so you guys are aware that these are going to be some things that we're going to be working on our ends, feel free to give us some insights if you guys have any softwares or developments. If you're in IT and you have a better means of which way we could take this, I do my own means. Would love the criticism from an IT tech, just someone who is best performing in that ramification that can show us a few things or two, or just several things. I'm looking to critique my craft here, guys. You guys are amazing, so I want to make sure I bring this to you in the best case scenario. So the property owners are facing some sort of challenge in which we seek to solve. So in the event that you guys are out there and you're in the markets, you're actually out there proactively finding individuals who are buying properties, because that is the very first next step, is having a buyer. So maximum number 2 would be buying a buyer, knowing to solve the challenge, finding the underlying root challenge, and it may not just be from the seller, it may just be the buyer. Is he looking to save his time? Because you know you're going to have more money than you can have time in cases. I know that I enjoy having more time to myself to be able to promote these videos so that you guys could be able to get them first-handedly. However, I would prefer to have more money. So in order to do so, I think it found it best beneficial for you guys to be brought the information so you guys can go out there and source deals for me and bring them to me in projects. I mean, that's fair. You guys bring me the deals and I get to help you guys close on joint venture with you, and we do some splits in order for us all to make money here. So you go out and you find Mr. J. Joe. You guys know my favorite character. Mr. J. Joe goes out there to the auctions on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, or whenever the dates are that the foreclosures are. And he seeks to close on the properties. And his means of doing so is dropping an earnest money deposit, maybe $5,000 or 5%, whatever the auctioneers are occurring at the time. And he's going to bid on these properties in which are going to return him a net possibility of a potential profit. So what he's going to do is he's going to bid on that property. He does not know if he's actually going to win the property, but he knows he's out $5,000 already. So if he does close on the property, let's say he closes on a $250,000 property. Now you know he's buying a $250,000 property, hypothetically saying in the 23664 area code. I don't know if that's area code. It sounds like a Newport News area code or something like that. And then he's buying in that area. So you go to Mr. J. Joe while you're out there at the auction in front of the courthouse, and you're saying, "Hey, look, Mr. J. Joe, I just noticed that you just bought this $250,000 property. It's 4-bed, 2-bath. Is this something that you're interested in? Would you like to buy more properties in this criteria?" And if he says yes, of course, because it's going to save him some time, as much as he doesn't really have, because he's down there buying peanut shovels for a property. But he's overly spending, because he does not know what all is entailed to the property. He could be getting a good deal, but he can also be finding himself into a deeper rut than what he started off at. It's a gamble, guys. Unless you're strategic and you know the ropes. But it's a gamble if you're going out there fresh noodle out there. So he says yes, and you go out and you start finding properties within his criteria. 4 beds, 2 baths. You come across a property, 123 Main Street, by Miss Sarah Sue, who wants to close on her property, who owes $50,000 in arrears for her taxes. You close on Miss, you go and you offer Miss Sarah Sue. You call her up. You do the skip tracing that we show you guys here in the videos. And all you're going to do is super simple. You're going to use the script from the Evamere Express Homes library to be able to promote and speak to this property owner. You're going to keep it super simple. You're not going to overly state anything. I'm telling you, it's all headspace, right? Follow me here. All you're going to do is you're going to call up Miss Sarah Sue after you skip traced the number. You found out where she's now possibly residing and a possible number, and you give it a call, and it is Miss Sarah Sue. Hey, Miss Sarah Sue, my name is. Don't use my name. Please don't use my name. Here, use your name. Hi, I'm John J, or whatever your name is out there. Guys, you wonderful people. I gotta learn your names. Drop some names down so I can start finding out where you guys are from, and we start building a nice organization here. Hi, my name is Malachi-RESEAN. I'm with Evamere Express Homes. I came across your property at 123 Main Street. I was curious if you were interested in selling it. She says, yeah, I'm interested in selling it. Want to get rid of it. Owe $50,000 in arrears to the taxes, and I just can't come up with the money. I'm tired of living here. Need it off my shoulders quick. Can't get it rented. Just too much trouble, and it was an inherited property. So she's just stacking up all the challenges that she's facing with it, giving them all to you because you're the individual who's problem solving naturalist. You guys know you guys problem solving naturalist. Take my time here a little bit. We got some time this evening. We got some time. Any other evening, I normally don't have time. This evening we got time. So she says yes. I'm all for it. So she goes into a little bit about the property. She tells you about it with all her experience with the property. It's 4 bed, 2 bath. Everything Mr. J. Joe is looking to purchase anyway. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna say, all right, this sounds good for you. If it sounds good to you, then it sounds good to me. I can take this problem off your shoulders, and $50,000 covers your rearages and it helps you move forward if you need a little more money. She's like, no, I just need just want it off my shoulders completely. You place her in what's called a purchase agreement. Once you send a purchase agreement, then you are going to now take that purchase agreement, place it with the escrow title company. Title company is going to do a full title examination of the property. Once the title examination comes back, then what you're going to do is provide Mr. J. Joe the opportunity to come take a look at the property. Mr. J. Joe is going to do. We're having fun here this evening, or we're having entertainment this evening. Gosh. Then you're going to go to Mr. J. Joe, and he's going to tell you, this is a property I would like to purchase. You ask him what would he spend on a property like this, and this property may need like $50,000 worth of work to it, but he can get a good higgling of a deal. He thinks it's valued at $200,000. So he thinks that he'd be willing to pay $75,000 for it, right? So you're gonna say, all right, well, if this works for you and you're ready to close, then what I can do is I can assign my equitable interest. Common law country, guys. It's common law country. Pardon me, I'm gonna flip my ripple here. There we go. Buffing out. So what you're going to do is you're going to place Mr. J. Joe in an assignment agreement, which is going to assign your equitable interest into the property. You do not own the property, guys. You do not hear me. You do not own the property. The equity inside of the property is the interest of the property, and that's what's on paper. You're going to assign that expensive piece of paper over to Mr. J. Joe. Mr. J. Joe is going to sign that piece of paper. You're going to take that property's information, and you're going to deposit it with the escrow title company in which you took Miss Sarah Sue's purchase agreement to. Then what you're going to do is super simple. You're going to let them do a title examination. Once the title examination is done, or complete rather, you're going to wait for them to let you know that you're free and clear to close. Guess what, guys? If he thinks the property is worth $200,000 and you got it to him for $75,000, okay, I'm reloading. So here we go. Next, what you're going to do is, now that Miss Sarah Sue's got her problem solved, Mr. J. Joe is going to use his capital, his free capital that he has available as liquid cash to $1 placed into escrow title company. They are going to do the arbitrary for you on your behalf, and Miss Sarah Sue is going to get her $50,000 to close her out of the deal. Guess what, guys? You just made yourself how much? Oh, wait. You made yourself $25,000 by making super simple money by doing it how the I Am Urban Malachi-RESEAN show tells you guys. Keep it super simple. Do not over exaggerate it. Do not try to complicate this. Do not do anything that is just going to rig the system here. We're going to keep it super simple. Maximum number 3, we're going to keep it super simple, okay? Super simple. That's all you're going to do. You're going to find the buyer who's buying an area. You're going to get to know them, take them out to brunch, treat them well, enjoy a great time with them. If you're not having a great time with your buyers, then they may not be the best buyers for you because they're going to find ways to screw you over. Guys, I'm trying to help you here. Help! I just need somebody help. Yes, I'm here to help you guys. And I'm here to tell you guys before time to ensure that you know your buyer so that you're not wasting your time. You do not want tire spinners. You do not want to find yourself in a daisy chain. You do not want to deal with individuals who are just going to arbitrarily sell the property over to someone else. And of course, I'm going to tell you guys you're going to put an earnest money deposit down with that buyer as well, because I don't believe I've stated that before in 37 videos or 39 videos. We're going to say it now. You're going to place an earnest money deposit with Mr. J. Joe until he's actually built enough rapport with you by closing on several of your deals. Some people say the second deal is normally for them. I don't wait to the second deal for any of you guys. I'm not waiting 2 deals for you to decide that you're gonna drop an earnest money deposit. No. If he's willing to go down to auctions and spend 5, 10, 15, 5% of whatever XYZ, he's gonna be putting that money with you as well. You're gonna do that until you feel it's comfortable that he's going to be continuously buying the property. And you know how that works? I'm gonna tell you guys straightforward because I don't know if you guys are gonna ever get this from anywhere else. I'm gonna tell you it straightforward. The best time to know, and this might be a maximum, I don't know, I may not add this as a maximum because I may replay this back and not want to put this as a maximum. So you're gonna know when he starts buying the properties from you, and you're not gonna have to put your name on that dotted line when you're buying it from Miss Sarah Sue. Fair? That's fair. I think that's fair. I think that's clarity fair. Simple reasonings. It builds a principle base with the buyer to let them know that, hey, look, this is what we're looking to do. And you've bought enough deals with us before, so we have rapport. And if you're gonna close on this property here, I'm trusting you to go ahead and cut the check here, and then settlement comes back. You get all your money, you get all the funds, yada yada yada, and we don't have to wait till blah 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 blah. You just close with the seller. All right, that's how that works. Super simple. That keeps the transaction almost as a traditional transaction, and you are have no parts inside of it. That's just how I like it. That's how I like to make gumbo, guys. Stay off the records. Best key notations inside of a buyers, because we haven't talked about buyers. And we're gonna jump into cold calling in just a few. You're looking for individuals who have been in real estate for long enough not long enough that have never closed a deal. Long enough to know exactly what closing a deal from start to finish looks like, enough that they probably closed a few deals with their own liquid cash and their own credit, sight unseen, in any given state, on any given day. I'm telling you all this here now, so you're not finding yourself dilly-dallying and finding yourself twiddling your thumbs. When am I going to go to closing? Helping you guys out. It's advocacy. This is my best advocacy. These videos are advocacy. I just hope you guys watch these videos and understand or have an understanding of why I'm giving you the advocacy I do. I've been ran through the mud. Pause. I won't say it like that. That's a major pause I'm getting. Yeah, I'm looking to preserve you guys so that you're not utilizing so much time, energy, and efforts in other places where you could be placing them with individuals who are actually genuinely interested and want to see you succeed, and you're going to succeed with them because you're bringing them properties. Next thing you're going to look for is the sellers, the types of sellers that you're looking for. You're looking for motivated sellers. You're not looking for the individuals who are questionnaires. You got thousands of questions just to buy this one property, and I'm probably going to make less than 20 grand on the deal. It's not your kind of buyer. or seller, pardon me. You want sellers who are looking to sell and they need to sell like yesterday, and everything that you're talking to them is like a lullaby. It places them to sleep and just puts their name right on the dotted line. It just, and then you got the note to them. Super simple. I keep it super simple here, guys. That is just to keep them with knowing that, hey, look, there's many other options out there. There's many options out there. You got realtors, you got government assistance, you got you got going out and getting a loan on the property. You could solve the problem yourself. You can post it on Zillow and sell it on yourself. You can sell it on Redfin. You can sell it on Trulia. You can do it on Craigslist. You can do it on Facebook. But you didn't do any of those. So why the hell are you here? Why did I need to call you to sell your home? Houses sell themselves. People need houses. People need a place to sleep, and they want a place to head. And they're gonna pay. They're gonna find the means to come up with ever X amount of dollars to buy your property. Now it's whether within their ego or not. If they're deciding to not, or they're if they're egotistical and they just, I got it, I can do it, and then they found themselves 90 days on the market and never had sold their home, or it takes them more longer than they suspected to. So they're not sellers. They're whiners. They're murmurers. They're individuals who want to sell their property. It's an interest, but they're broadcasting it. they're shopping it around, as they say. I'm just trying to get it. I'm just trying to see what numbers are out there. They're testing the market and seeing what it's going to go like. Okay, no, those aren't who you want to work with. Straightforwardness, guys. I'm just trying to give you guys I'm giving you guys a straightforward. There's one thing about trying. There's another thing about being proactive. I am very proactive. I am proactive. And in order to do so, I need to give it to you guys as best as I'm able to, with the actionable recourses, then knowing that you guys are going to take massive action. And then you guys are going to come back with all of the best of the questionnaires that you can have under the sun, and I can solve those challenges for you. And then you can get back out there in the market and bring back some better questionnaires. That's what we're here to do here. Here to bring the best questionnaires. I can't bring you anything that's just half, a quarter, or a tenth. I need 100%. So I need the best questions that can possibly come out of these. So I'm going to do everything possible to get you guys like with a parabolic start and a successful start to the very first seller closing, buyer closing, both ends with an expectancy of a closing date. And I want to hear those matrimonial dates. I want to hear those dates of when. I want the wins. Win, not win. You guys remember that? Win, not win. I bet you do. Wins, not wins. Wins, not win. Win, not win. Okay. What you guys want the wins. It's money that can be made the day that you could take a lifetime to had made, but you've done it in less than shortness of whatever last job or previous gig you've ever done. And these videos are for my 9-to-5ers, by all means. These aren't for the brokies. These aren't for the individuals who just want to make a quick buck. Like you could exit left. Like that's not gonna work here. I'm pretty sure that you could go out and you could slaughter your name and send your reputation through the mud by doing things that are unethical, and like locking 100 deals up, calling 1,000 or sending 1,000 mailers out to property owners with no genuine interest in actually buying the property or having any dealing with that individual. Yeah, sure, you can do those things. Those things they do those every day in real estate. But the success rate is absolutely freaking laughable. It's comical because they're not around long at all. They're fly by nights, they're here by nights, and they're gone by the morning. So you want to be aware of who you're doing business with. Be business conscious. Be conscious of the mind. Don't be like super judgmental, like you're just picky. But I'm sophisticated in my pickings. Like I don't work with just anyone in this business. I'm not the kind of person to say, "Oh, I'm gonna love everybody here." So maximum number 4 is be aware of who you're doing. Be perspicacious of who you're doing business with. Perspicacity is an awareness of who you're around, being surrounded by the right individuals. Sometimes it's not a popularity contest, guys. In fact, it's no popularity contest. It's a relevancy case. It's better to be relevant than a popular individual. It's great to be an overnight success, but at the same time, if you don't have a sustainability, your business is going to suck. Okay, it's fair. And number 5, take massive action. And I'm gonna leave it at that. We probably can go further than that, but I'm just gonna start there, and we're gonna end it there. So number 5, maximum number 5, taking massive action. So I want to do that here and now while we are live. Massive action. Why tell you to do something and I'm not gonna do it? It's super weird energy. I'm gonna do it myself. Please. Someone's got to keep the roof over this head and the food on the table and feed our family. So, Dura, we do this business with urgency. So I'm going to be coming out of the great books of the. I'm going to be coming from auction.com. I gotta put my serious face on when I do this. When I do these videos. As you can tell, I'm having fun here. I mean, this is entertaining for me. All right, guys, I'm coming out the Great Lakes of Salt Lake City. No, Nevada. I gotta go to Nevada. Boy, my haters are gonna wake up and watch my video and be like, "What does he mean that you can't put 100 deals under contract and lock you up for 30 days?" Because why would you? You are not like a moron. You want to place people. Pardon my language. Oh, that's gonna bite me in the butt. Because I'm definitely gonna get. I don't think I can say those kind of words on one of those sites. One of those silly little sites you can't say certain bullying words. We're not bullying here, guys. You're just being straightforward. We're cutting the wheat from the chaff. To be straightforward and to be radically transparent with you all. I know that individuals who are successful in this business, and I don't look to utilize this platform as a means of bashing individuals. However, I do want individuals to have the realization that they are working with individuals. There's beings that are in this business that you're working with, and you're not going to mistreat beings for a quick buck, for a quick dollar. And have a happy life. I am having an absolutely tremendous life, and if you can't tell, gosh darn, it's peaceful, it's quiet, it's a lovely home, beautiful truck out front. I'm having the massive success that I am having at my age, but times it by 10xers. My 10xers out there. 10xers. It's all a part of the building process for you guys. So for the individuals out there that are telling individuals that they can buy their home and they're going to buy it in 14 days and they're going to close in 14 days, you guys suck. Because if you don't close in 14 days, you suck. Unethical. Unethically telling them that. Now, if you're placing them in depression and say, hey, look, we might take a little longer than suspected because the title is coming back, but we may be able to close on this property. I might not be the individual that's closing on this property, but I have a partner who buys these deals. But you know what? Even if that doesn't work out, I'll tell you what. We have a realtor on our team who can actually close on this property, placing it on the market, and get the top dollar or probably over the dollar amount in which we're suspecting to get. Now, those are who you guys want to follow. Those are who you got to do business with. Keep it straightforward, straight. No cut cards, no fluff. Cut the fluff. Cut the check. Cut the there you go. Cut check. All right, guys. So we got a 2-bed, 2-bath, and we're out of state. Not in my backyard this evening. As much as I'm having a lot of tremendous fun in my backyard, becoming saturated from my videos. And I'm building my bulk, so I don't want to be giving away my specialties in my own backyard as much as I want to give the game. I'm going to give the game away for free 99. You guys getting it free 99. I just want to be secure in my backyard, and I want to do more business with individuals such as yourselves who are local in the area, not so much as individuals who are abroad, like I'm doing in another person's backyard right now. I know, irony, right? All right, so I got a property, 2-bed, 2-bath. 1,300 square foot. Resale amount $249,000. You know, guys, I'm coming off auction.com. No recordings tonight, but we're gonna do. We found a software to do the recordings with, so we're gonna be implementing it. We just got to critique our craft first, with doing this, getting the calls going out first and foremost, and then we're gonna start adding that whenever we're gonna implement. You guys be able to see in a separate screen how to do this and all that smooth jazz. All right, so we're gonna add this to the calendar, and got the property's address. We're gonna drop it down in the. I'm gonna deliver it below in the description box. You get more, you attract more bees with honey than you do with vinegar. And that is true. I attract a lot of good people. Like, I'm surrounded by good people. Like, I believe my scale of finding excellent individuals, like merit-wise, I can't tell you how many good people I can call on right now. Good quality individuals. OQP, only quality people. That should be a maximum. That should have been my maximum number 6 or something. Work with only quality people. OQP. Make that number 6. You guys are writing this down. That's number 6. Only quality people. Like, your engagement and your interactions with certain individuals will absolutely change dramatically just by that simple step there. And that might have been number 2, anyways. Only quality people do whatever you do it. No, that was finding wires. We'll make them up. Number 6. That's number 6 for you guys. All right, guys, I have that placed inside of my lead box. Now what I want to do is make a copy of that, or duplicate, pardon me, of that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to place a follow-up, but I'm going to place the follow-up as closely as possible, so that I know I will call them back on time. To be early is to be on time. To be on time is to be late. To be late, don't bother calling these people beyond that date. Well, you can. I don't call these people after the date. I get calls after the foreclosure sale. It's like, well, I can't do what you expect me to do, to create a miracle. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm not, man. I don't want to be fighting where you're already behind the lines of fire. I like to have a diverse plan, strategically favorable for my clients. A lot of people don't have the if then this. They can't bet on themselves 100%. They got to bet on themselves 95%. Could you imagine getting married and they tell you that you do the whole matrimonial event and you guys go through the whole setup of how this beautiful event's going to go, and then you get all the way down the aisle and they say I 97.9% do. Like, no commitment whatsoever. It's just 97.9% do. Oh my gosh. No. Guys, all in, all full throttle or no champagne bottle. Without jacking someone else's lingo, but all in, guys. All in. Be fully committed in this. All right, so I have the duplicate up to date where I want to be able to call these individuals back. My next step is finding out who actually owns this property. So super simple. We're going to use nettaronline.com, guys. Of course, after I grab the trustee sales number. So I got to place that in there too. It's very important. You guys got to have that. Make sure you guys have that and the sales date, because I didn't put the sales date in there either. I put it in the very first one, but I didn't put it in the second one. You got to have it in the duplicate. So the duplicate's going to be a follow-up. So you're going to follow up with these individuals. So you got to have the follow-up systems going up. So what I do, super simple. I put the street address, then I place the. Oh, I did a video on this. There's a video on it. Go check like video 18, the one that they try to take down. Poor attempt from the agents. You agents are horrible. I wish they would stop trying to jack my stuff. All right, so this is the auction. So this is the so this is the full closure details. Pre-foreclosure details. And then I'm gonna place the auction information, which is Tuesday, October 22nd at 1 p.m. Super simple, like crossing the border. All right, that's in there. All right, now I got the auction date in there in my notes, and the duplicate, not the main one. I got to put it in the main one too, but it's already on that date. That one doesn't move. The one that moves is the actual when I do my follow-ups, because it changes statuses. So the duplicates changes statuses as we go along. We're making progress with these individuals. So just tips for you guys. Just tips. Educational purposes. You can do this. Or you can just stay a brokey. Who cares? You leave no legacy for your family. You get your grandkids grow up, say, "Oh, Dad had an opportunity. Mom had an opportunity. Great granddad had the opportunity to become on the mantle and have his own empire, and he decided to lay by the wayside and be a 9-to-5er, a dedicated 9-to-5er, and a weekender drinker. You got to drink only on the weekends. You're a weekend warrior. You work from Monday to Friday you work super hard to earn someone else's to earn a piece of someone else's income. Of your own income, I mean, you are using your consumer credit by all means. I'm just stating this. But hey, look, let's just have fun. So while we are looking up the owners of this property on Net or online, because you guys were already there, you didn't meet me there. You beat me there. So now you're searching around trying to figure out how to locate this property owner. So you went to neteronline.com so that you can start your skip tracing, right? But you got to start somewhere. So the public domain would probably be the best place where they're paying taxes. Who's paying taxes on the property? It might be the decision maker, so you might want to go with them first. So I'm going to the assessors, and I have found the assessment record search. And then what I'm going to do is place the property's address information in here. And you can use this on any property that you're dealing with. But I will defer to your attorney in your state, because each state differs in their code enforcements. So all are not the same as the state that I'm working with. However, simply because I do my due diligence before I just jump out there in the streets, I learned what properties to work with first so that I can be a bit more diverse in my portfolio and where I buy my properties at. And you guys haven't sent me a beach home yet. Like, what kind of supporters are you guys? You guys haven't sent me a beach home yet. Which one of you guys are going to close on a beach home and sell it to me? Who? One of you guys are going to sell me a beach house. I just know you guys are. All right, for some peculiar reason, this one doesn't seem to want to come up for the street name that I'm placing. So it's very interesting. We don't know the person's name. We only have the address, and because I'm using this in Humboldt County in Nevada, I've yet to use this particular county, but the state remains the same. So super simple. What I'm going to do is find where up here it is. Super simple. All right, so we're going to take all the surplus information that we do not need. Once the surplus is removed, 26, 6th, or 6th. Or take the 26th out and 26th Street. Ha ha! Ha 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 ha! Alright. So all I used was the street names. Ooh, I like Nevada. So Nevada tells you who is actually like the. So you guys remember in Texas, they told you exactly who was not just the homeowner, but they also told you about the like if there was a third party who was paying the taxes, such as like a service provider. Well, hey, Nevada does the same thing. All right, so I'm looking for the property's address, and it's giving me a bit of a bottleneck when doing so. I'm not so sure of that. Super interesting about this particular town. I mean, the house is nice, but I am not able to find with this tax assessor site not permitting me to place my finger on exactly where this property is. Has every property with the exception of the property I'm looking for. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use parcel map. As you guys may know, parcel. Oh, and they got to update. Great. All right, sweet. That's up to date. All right, cool. So I found the property owner, Noel Wapley. Of course, can't spell that out, but Noella Ripley. Yeah. Oh, here we go. I guess I could have used the APN that's on the auction.com site because that is what it's also giving you. But for the sake and purposes of my videos, I want to make sure you guys have an accessible way to do it without that. Just in case you guys are using another methodology that may work. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to use the name that we have. And I'm going to place that inside of our notes. And then I'm also going to place that inside of the calendar so that I have the name. So when we do a follow-up call, we know who we're calling. And the next thing we're going to do is, and so that the mailing address is as the same as the property in which we're working with. And I found all that by simply using those two apps. Oh, my apologies. No, he does not. He has a completely separate mailing address, which is in Fleming Isle, Florida. Wow, I have never heard of this part of Florida before. All my Floridians, how far is this from you? Drop down below. Might have to send you guys out there to do a door knock for me. Pretty sure you guys would be up for it. Would you say, family? Would you be up for it if I sent you on a door knocking adventure? Come on, we gotta split the deal, right? It's fun. It's the best way to do it. 50-50. Not unless I gotta do all the work, then it's 65-35. That's only fair. All right, let's see. Grant guarantee to sell, family transfer, trustee's deed upon sale. Huh. Interesting. All right, let's give these people a call because I am like stoked. I'm gonna call these people. Every precious minute I get to call an individual to solve their challenge, to take it off their shoulders, I'm calling. I am getting on the phones. As they say, I do not have any means of dragging my toes. They say they can't say that. That's what they say. All right, so being as though that this is a lot that they have for their mailing address, and the sake purposes of my video, I'm actually not going to use the mailing address on this one. I'm actually going to use the property's address. So I get to talk you guys through this. You guys want to get so good at closing deals, or you got to just talk your team through it? It's the way to go. All right, we have a no while, but that's not what we're looking for. But hypothetically to say, oh, you know what? They do have the same mailing address though. So possibly they had a name change. Possibly as my Hispanic friends would say. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to actually jump on True People Search. And if I see that the similarity is the same, I'm going to actually implement those inside my notes. Okay, there we go. Yeah, service interruptions. We are back and we are live. It's what matters the most. There we go. Short little break. I'm pretty sure y'all went and got some popcorn and some more stuff anyway. Then went down and got y'all y'all went down to the 7-Eleven, grabbed y'all our local convenience store and grabbed y'all a Boner Pill and some Red Bulls and tell them to put $5 on pump number 2. I'm pretty sure of it. All right, so let's go ahead and get back into this lead that we were in. We didn't go nowhere. We just kept the party rocking till we got back on here. All right, so we are finding properties out in the never ever lands of NV, and we have came across a property in which looks idealistic in what we're looking for. As far as solving property owners' challenges, it is a pre-foreclosure that is set for auction, and we are going to be calling them up. So we're probably going to have to condense the video. We're going to snip the parts where we went a little vacant for a few, and then got back right back to where we resumed. So I do appreciate you guys. If you guys were hanging out for a few as we came back. Please continue liking, comment, and subscribing if this is great information for you guys. We took a little short break. You know, you guys got a little wine break. It's fine. We got you some wine. I know the women. I know the beautiful women went and got some wine. I know the gentlemen went and got themselves, you know, situated for the evening with their evening situations, and the real ones kept it thoroughbred and just speculated for us to arrive back on time. So I do appreciate you guys for sticking around. We are still live on, looks like, Fastest Book. We're not on Fastest Book anymore, so we got troubleshoots on Fastest Book. We are still on the Tube. We are still on Twitch. And of course, we are on, let's see, Tweeters. We're not on Tweeters anymore. And Rumble, so look like it dropped their server on theirs too. So without further ado, we're just gonna keep it going. It's nothing to it. All right, let's see. And if we have any more interruptions this evening, we'll take it down, and we'll post another one up tomorrow. All right, so I'm not finding this property owner. So I'm almost under the impression that, or it's made impressionable upon me that the individual may possibly had a name change and was inherited this home, so he may not have any findings in this home or attainments to this property per se. So I'm just gonna have to go with the name that I have on the first site, and there's a number that's attached to it, so I'm gonna go ahead and give that number a go. Oof. All right, so that answers for us. All right, so I'm gonna do one more lead for this evening. I don't want this to be too long. I do appreciate you guys for viewing, working out the kinks of getting these kinks remedied. All right, so real quick, let's see. Let's go into another lead. just gathering a bit of information for this property here, the foreclosure date, things of that nature. Just in case the foreclosure date changes, I want to make sure that I have foreclosure details from this go around. And then, of course, I want to have the trustee sale information. All right, so I got the name, or I got the address, I got the foreclosure details, the date, time, the foreclosure attorney's information. So now I want to get the property owner's name. So I'm going to do some skip tracing. So I'm going to go to netteronline.com. Man, I should do a podcast. Hey, drop below. You guys think you would love? Would you guys like this on the podcast? You guys really enjoying this information? Drop it below. Let us know. We can do a podcast for you guys too, so you guys get this information and the means of how we're delivering it. The video thing may just be a little bit spicy right now. You got all the interesting agents out there in the world. It's okay. Ain't nobody showing them as much love and time, much love and attention as they love to show my show. Just as long as they know that that honorary donation is always due on time. Yes, sir. We get remedy from it. Wow, new zip code found. That's a new one. I don't know what that's all about. 77060 is the zip code. So, not sure why the zip code is not being found, but we're just going to keep going anyhow. Somehow, some way, we got to make it up out of this circumstance one way. Houston. H-Town. Man, I'm gonna reflect back on these videos like the major improvements. 6 months, guys. It only takes 6 months of sheer focus and discipline. All right, we got Houston's tax assessor site. We're coming right in the heart of the city. Come take over the city from these good people. Got some good peoples out there. I know. Real good individuals. OQP, as we spoke on earlier, only quality people. All right, we're going to search and pay taxes, tax office. We're going to accept the disclosures. As we read those, my fantastic supporters, read those. Family, read your contracts. If you love your family, read your contracts. Family, read your contracts. If you love your family, read your contracts. Hear me good and hear me clear. Hear me with the fullness thereof. Read your contracts. Please read your contracts. All right, I'm not for certain of the reason of why they're coming up with these addresses that are nowhere near, but right back to Parcel it is. Right back to Parcel we shall go. It's more than one way to get her done. Whoa, where did they just drop us to? Is this a unit? No, it's not a unit, it's a house. All right, one on my way. All right, so I'm on Casa Grande. And I see Casa Grande jump streets a little bit, so let's pull back just a wee bit, see if we can find the other ends of Casa Grande. Casa de Mexico. I have terrible Spanish now, but I'm going to perfect it. You guys just watch. I'm going to be impeccable with my Hispanic heritage. This is real interesting. I'm not able to find this property. They're saying it's inside of inside of these units. But 75 Casa is not coming up. Not sure why that is, but we can filter it out. And there we are. Just like that. Super simple. All right, we got a Denman Robbie estate. This is going to be an interesting one. Denman Robbie, but we're going to use the APN to find the property. Guys, remember you could use the APN on auction.com too to look up the property. The reason why I do it this manner is because I want to keep the process like super simple. I want to stupefy it for you guys. It's like we leave no excuses on the table. Zero. We leave none. It's not like it is exactly that. It's precisely no excuses are on the table for you guys. Your boy almost ready for a haircut again, and then Medi Petty on its way. That must mean we got more clients coming in. Anytime my hair start growing out like it do, guys, I got way more clients coming in. The workload start getting real plentiful. It's the wisdom hairs. That's what it is. They say your hair turn gray. That's wisdom. Nah, your hair grow. That's wisdom. All right, so Houston's a little bit different. Houston doesn't grant you the access to use the APNs, whatever reason is, unless I'm typing this in here incorrectly. So I'm just going to use the APN on Parcel. Well, it's the same APN. It's in the Harris jurisdiction. So why are we in Houston? Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go to Netter Online. We're going to go to the Harris jurisdiction. I'm going to go to the Harris tax office. And then we're going to place the address, name, information. No need to overcomplicate this. It is so simple. Like this is like, oh my gosh. You can hire a few VAs to do this all day long. Just doing this whole process. They're just from start to close. You're just picking up and collecting the checks as they come through. All right, so I was correct. So it is Denman Robbie Estate. So don't know if this individual is deceased, but generally so. When they're placed inside of an estate, it more so means deceased. So if there's a deceased individual in this case, that may be. This may not be a lead that we're going to do on the call. So I'm actually going to place this here for our team to do due diligence inside. As I'm going to actually call it here because I have a super early start. Guys, we got 5 o'clock in the morning. So 5 in the morning, you guys can check in with me if you guys have any questions. I'm up. I get my first pump in the mornings. Get that workout out in the mornings. Then of course you guys can catch me probably somewhere between 6:15 before I get to somewhere in between. I get my nice breakfast and then I get to the gym. And then after my gym session, get to read in the mornings. Of course, I do my journaling. Journaling is probably about the first thing I do anyhow. The very first thing out of bed, you gotta get those dreams on paper. Once those dreams are on paper, then you can hit the ground running. Do your pump. I do a pump first. Pumps first. Get your pump out, beat it enough, stretch your brain, stretch your neuroplasticity, write it out. Okay, that's what you guys want to do. Write it out. Write out what your dreams were, what your ambitions are, what your objective is. And then the very next thing what you guys want to do, or you are certainly going to need to get physically active. Training the body, physical physique. You cannot go to a 600-pound individual and expect to have a physical physique and sharp mentality. And that's why we stay sharp in our business. And of course, without further more, reading constructively builds an educational mindset, continuously builds on the principles. And of course, it builds your vernacular as well. It's really disgusting to hear individuals that have really poor verbiage. They only say the things that just sound like ebonics. Sound like somebody's just some agent. You just sound like an agent. I don't like being around a bunch of agents. This is all it is. It's like agents that sound like they're part of some other culture or something. It's just weird. Anyways, enough of that. Not here to bash. But after you get a nice good reading in the morning, of course you're getting the fuel in your body. You've got to give your body enough carbs in the morning. You're supposed to have almost I think it's for every pound of weight that you have, you're supposed to eat up to 8 grams of protein. I just eat enough protein that is probably about twice my body weight. So if I eat, let's say I eat 100 grams of protein a day, I probably eat about 150 really. I'm solid. I'm about a buck something. So I'm probably eat about 150, 160 grams of protein in a day, 200 grams of protein a day, give or take. Doesn't look like it. I just build it up, burn it all off, and I eat really pure and drink that really good pure protein shake. And of course, I use them. Well, I already have fast metabolism. This is in my family, so we got fast metabolism in my family. But I also use some really nice. I have to share it with you guys sometimes. I'll post it on. If you guys are interested, I'll share it with you guys. But I also use some really good supplements as well. Nothing like jockey kind of stuff. I just use stuff to keep you sharp, keep you keen, keep you focused. And of course, vitamins, guys. You gotta have your vitamins. You guys don't eat your vitamins? You guys don't eat vitamins? Half y'all don't drink water. That's where you got me at. Y'all drink a gallon of water before 12 o'clock. There's something wrong with your body. If you're not training your body on a daily basis, check out the 75-hard challenge. Go knock out the 75-hard challenge. Get your lives in order first and foremost, and then come back and review my videos. And that's why partly most of you individuals aren't watching my show, because you guys wouldn't probably get past the 75-hard challenge. And maybe just speaking to the wrong crowd. That's what it is. So we're going to start broadcasting these for the individuals that have successfully accomplished things in life. Maybe I'm not talking to the wrong individuals. I need to be talking to the Fortune 500 owner, CEO companies who want to take their business to the next level, who have massive success and just want to take it to a next level of massive success. So we're gonna start working on that. That's where maybe where we can start gaining and honing in some wins, and maybe a lot more in our domain will start to change. Maybe maybe that's where we're gonna work at. That's where we're gonna hone our niche in at. Other than that, guys, it's been absolutely tremendous. If you guys need any access to anything, we're not using that one anymore. Thank you guys for checking out the show. Thank you guys for reviewing. You guys were absolutely amazing today. We had some troubleshootings, but after today, we're going to be continuously building upon getting better videos, better quality audio. We're going to do the whole booth set. I see it already coming into fruition. I'm manifesting it every day, and also getting remedy on my own ends. Dealing with a lot of litigations. Probably some off-screen stuff I shouldn't really name into personal and business, but whatever. It's the I Am Irvin Malachi-RESEAN show, and I thank you guys for viewing, and you guys have an absolutely fantastic evening. Ciao.